Hi, I'm Bart Hanson, the owner and operator of CrushLivePoker.com. The following hand comes from our call-in show that we record at 4:45 p.m. Pacific Time every Monday. If you want to call in your hand, check out the phone number in the description.
I had a question about a 1-3 hand I
Okay.
played. So under the gun, min raise 6.
Is this at MGM or what?
Yeah, MGM at
Okay.
National Harbor.
Yep.
I started the hand with about 350.
Okay.
There's two other callers behind me,
Mm-hmm.
and I make it 26 with pocket aces.
And what position are you
And
in?
two before the button,
Okay.
and the button calls and everyone else folded.
So the button cold
And,
calls.
yeah, the button cold calls,
Okay.
and then everyone else folds.
Yep.
The flop was king, 10, 8.
Mm-hmm.
I bet 30.
King 10 8 rainbow?
Yeah, king, 10, 8 rainbow.
Okay. Yep.
I bet 30. You think
Yep.
that's fine? Okay. Turn is at 9.
Well, wait a minute. So you bet
And
30 into a pot of what, maybe
he
like
calls
60? Something like that?
52. Yeah, something like that, around 60.
I would say here that I would probably at a 1-3 game take a larger C bet sizing for value because I feel like when a guy cold calls, you're just going to get action on this board or you're not. Like meaning if he's going to have like ace king, king queen, maybe some suited Broadway types of hands, I just don't see you really getting like betting 30 is going to get called as this at the same rate as I think betting 45 or 50. So I just want to
Okay.
build. Like I'm not really concerned about balancing having a balanced C bet sizing at this level at all. It's all just value. And when you have aces
Okay.
here on a king 10 8 board, when someone basically flat calls like what is a pretty big raise. I mean, I don't know how standard that is to go to 26 after a few limps. He's either going to have like a hand that he's going to call you with on the flop or not. Do you see what I'm saying? Like if he's got a pair of like
Yeah.
nines or below, he's probably not going to call you, but it doesn't matter. And then if he's got, king queen, ace king, he is going to call you and maybe some other broadways he's going to call you too. So that's kind of how
Does it
I
make
would
it
look at it.
does it make a difference if this guy just lost his sack a couple of hands ago?
Does it make a difference?
Like on bet sizing wise or anything?
If you think he's tilting like out of his mind, the times that I would think that this is going to make a difference though, if you're going down that route, what I would say is that people usually start tilt monkey bluffing on boards that aren't supposed to hit you. Meaning that, like, if I thought a guy was go tilting out of his mind, I might take a tricky line with aces on a ragged board by sometimes checking. But again, here I do strongly feel like when you check, like a guy isn't just going to go nuts and bluff at a board that really can hit you, especially if you check call once. Like he might fire one time if that's where you were going with that thinking.
Okay.
So, anyways,
All
so
right.
you bet 30, he calls.
Yeah, and the turn was a 9. I
Okay.
think it brought hearts, so there's two hearts now.
Okay.
And I decided to check. I don't know if that's what you would do there.
Um, Probably not. Again, no, definitely not at a 1-3 game. No, I
Okay.
wouldn't. Just because, you can make a decision here. You bet 30 into 60. He calls the pot's like 120. You guys have maybe 300 left. If you bet like now, say 80, and let's say he moves all in, you can
Yeah.
probably make a pretty exploitative fold because people just don't really raise draws at that
Okay.
level. So I would just pretty much continue to bet here until something happens. I would just
Yeah.
continue to bet for value here, especially with the second heart coming out. And now, you look at the hands like, say called with Jack 10, say he called with Jacks. Those are straight draws now. The only thing that the 9 really changes here is the fact that he might have Queen Jack, but that's pretty much it.
He bet 75 and I called.
So 75, hero calls. So situation where you would have bet 75 anyways, right? So now he
Right.
bet 75.
Yeah.
So what's your plan here on the river? You're going to evaluate? I assume you were going to check and evaluate?
Yeah. That was what I was gonna do. So the
Okay.
river was a 6, so it's king 10 8 9 6,
Mm-hmm. Offsuit
and
6?
I checked. Yeah, offsuit six, and I checked again. He bet 160.
I mean, that's a little bit troubling to me because, I mean, I think probably as played, you're probably going to call because it would have been the same thing like if I had just bet, but
Right.
I doubt you're good. I don't think he's ever going to well, put it this way. He's never going to have a hand that he's betting for value that's worse than yours. So, he's either betting a hand for value that's better than yours or he's bluffing. The problem is that there really aren't many bluffs.
Would you think he would bluff like Jack 10 there or like Queen 10? I
No,
bet
I
him
don't
so
think
though.
so. I really don't. I mean, that's the beauty of low level no limit is people don't understand the concept of sometimes having to turn made hands into bluffs. If he's got a 10, he's just going to check it back. I don't think.
Yeah.
The pot is what 270 and he bets 160. So the pot's 430 and it's 160 for you to call if I did the math right. Once you're getting right, he bet 160
Yeah,
160.
that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, so you're getting one, two, almost 3 to 1. You got to be good here 1 out of 4 times. I mean, the other thing though too is I go back like I don't make folds a lot at 1-3, so I don't think that it would be bad for you to just check call here. But I think the reason this hand's interesting is I would just continue to bet turn and river.
Okay. Yeah, so I called and he showed 7-6 of diamonds for a straight. He turned a straight.
So he called with a 7-6. So he called
Six,
just with a
but
bare gut shot.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. See, the thing is that oh, I guess the six. I mean, the six is sort of inconsequential. I didn't realize that the six actually brought a one-liner to a
Yeah, about
straight,
four to
anyways.
straight. But I didn't put him on the seven. So
Yeah, but he's definitely never gonna bet then there. What I was gonna say is it changes a little bit in the sense that at higher levels, it could be that some people might turn a 10 into a bluff here because you just can't. It's hard for you to call with a single pair. But if the river was the deuce, it would still never happen. But the way I would have played that hand is I would have bet 75 and probably made a pretty exploitative fold if you raised the turn. So I would have lost less. Like if you
yeah, I
bet
think that was
75 on the turn and he makes it like 200 or he moves all in, I think it's a pretty trivial fold. People
right.
just don't bluff enough at these levels. That's why we can take a bet fold line um, a lot for value. So,
All right.
okay?
Yeah, that that's to me. Thank you.
All right, take it easy. Hey guys, if you like what you've seen here, please click on the subscribe button and you'll get notified every time we put up a new video. And if you want to check out crushlivepoker.com for the first month free, use the code YTA100. Click on the link right there.